Hello, 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 hello! Welcome to FPL Mate, your best mate for fantasy Premier League content for the 2023-24 season. My name is Dan and it is my birthday! I love birthdays. I really, really do. So, as always, as we do every single year, we're doing a charity stream today, guys. So, if you have got any questions you want to ask or things you want to say, rather than using the super chat feature, I would love for you guys to instead use the link at the top of the description to donate to Mind Mental Health Charity, which, you know, obviously mental health is a big part of what I like to talk about on here and what we like to advocate for, you know, of keeping a sound mind and, yeah, just making sure we're all in good frames of mind. Positivity, happiness, it is the most valuable thing, and unfortunately, some people just don't have that privilege right now. Some people are feeling down, and we want to help them out. So, yes, we're going to try and raise some money for that, as we do pretty much every year. So guys, hopefully you can join me in that one. The donation link, like I say, is down in the description, right at the top link. Click that bad boy. We'll read out all of the messages you guys attach. We've already got a couple of donations in there as well, which we're going to start off with, and also we're going to talk about FPL because that's what we love to do on this channel as well. So yes guys, welcome, hello, thank you for joining me today. Let's get started, and before we do, how about this football shirt? So, yeah, my mum came over earlier. She bought me a present, a birthday present, and it's for a football shirt collector. This is not bad. We have got an original bruised banana Arsenal football shirt from, I believe it was their away kit from 1991 to 1993. How about that? Look at this. Look at this, boys. It is beautiful. I really don't want to wear it very often. This is going to be a special occasions only shirt, because I really don't want to overwear it. It's, you know, it's a valuable piece. It is a valuable piece. So yes, shout out to my mum for getting me this. It's looking good. It's looking good. And speaking of yellow, we've also got a nice yellow orange squash today. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, guys. So have a little sip. Have a little sippy sip. So we have got the charity. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. We've got the charity page here, which you guys hopefully are going to be donating to. I've put a target of £500. I don't know. We might be able to do that in a couple of days. I don't think we've in the past. I don't think we've gone quite that far. But hey, why not? Why not try it out? And what I want to say is we're going to do the same thing as we did last year. So whatever you guys get to, if you can get to £100 or £101, I will go up to the next £100. So if you guys can donate up to £101, I've got to add £99. If you guys get up to £199, I'm only adding £1. So we're going to try and aim to get just above a 100, but like a decimal of a unit of 100. Yes, and yeah, I'll add an additional amount of money up to 100 depending on where we get to. So guys, let's try a first target to get this to £101, and then I'll add 99 to it, so we can so yeah, we can add as much money as we can, because yeah, we're gonna do some good today. We're gonna do some good. But I can see in the chat, thank you very much for everyone wishing me a happy birthday. I really, really do appreciate that. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like on the stream as a happy birthday gift to me, that would be absolutely amazing to help this video get seen a little bit more. And hopefully we can raise even more money for charity, because it's what we like to do. It's what we like to do here. But I think we do need to talk about some FPL today. So yeah, feel free to leave your questions in the chat or via the donation link. You can add your message there as well. If you are sending a message, make sure you do add gift aid as well, because gift aid will help add even more. So they'll just add free money to the donation as well, so we can get even more. We can get even more money raised for Mind. So that's good stuff. Let's see what we've got so far. There's three supporters so far, so let's give a shout out to these guys. You may recognize some of these names. So we've got FPL Fella, first of all, says happy birthday and brilliant idea, fan, and a clapping emoji as well. So FPL Fella, thank you so much, my friend. That is really, really, really generous. Amazing to see. Yeah, amazing to see you supporting this stuff. It's good stuff. It really, really is. Absolute legend, FPL fella. You're really. I mean, me and FPL fella, I feel like we used to kind of butt heads a little bit in the FPL Twitter world, but he's actually such a sound guy. He really is. I've completely changed my opinion. Dan Cross, of course, is always donating to these yearly charity streams. Dan Cross is just a legend. You guys might have seen him before, moderating the chat and stuff like that. So Dan has said, happy birthday, Dan. Away, so won't make the stream, but want to support the cause. Take care. I certainly will, Dan. Thank you so much, man. And FPL Georgios as well. Another £20, amazing stuff. Thank you very much. No message there, but thank you very much, FPL Georgios, as well. Absolute legend. I'm guessing that's a Greek name. So support from I don't know, are you a Greek living in the UK or a Greek living abroad, or maybe Cypriot? Who knows? But absolute legend regardless. Absolute legend regardless. So okay, a few people have asked me this. People have asked me this week. So I think this is a good place to start off. People asked about a wildcard, a Gameweek 20 wildcard. So this is actually the final game week where you can play your wildcard. So I haven't made a Gameweek 20 wildcard video. I'm not going to have time to do one, unfortunately. So, hey, why not do one here? Why not just throw one in here? So let's do that. I think we do a live wildcard with you guys today. We're going to do it via Fantasy Football Hub, of course, because it's the legendary bit of kit. If you are looking to try and plan out and team and stuff like that, let's make a live wildcard. So first of all, I should probably say, we've got a super chat. It says, happy birthday, Dan. Wish you the very best in life, mate. Take care. This is for the charity and for the amazing creative content that you provide. Keep it up. Thank you very, very much, Paul Kit. That is, you're absolute legend. If anyone else wants to donate to the charity, I try and use the link in the description if you can to donate to the charity. Just because YouTube do take a small percentage of this, and if you go via the link in the description, the Just Giving link, it goes, not only does it go directly to the charity, but also the gift aid adds a little bit more as well. So you can add a little bit more if you can use the link in the description instead. But still, anything that comes in or in the super chats, I will also put towards the charity as well. So don't worry about that. But thank you very much, Paul Kit. Absolute legend. Thank you. So yeah, let's continue on. Let's do this live team. So first of all, we've got to have a think here. If we're making a team, who are the most important players to buy? I'm going to sort by 4 game week predictions to see who's got the highest predicted points. I think straight away, a player like Palmer, I think, is pretty essential right now. So I think we throw Palmer in. I think Trent is doing so well at the moment. We throw him in as well. That is probably where I would start. Usually we would start with like a Salah, a Haaland and a Son, but like we've got a really awkward situation, haven't we, where Salah and Son have one more game before they go off to AFCON and the Asian Cup, and Haaland is still not fully fit. So I don't know, guys, maybe you can help me out a little bit here. Who are the essential players right now? I feel like, you know, maybe we can go, if you're a wild card in this week, if we're trying to build the perfect team for the following game weeks, for this upcoming game weeks, would you include these guys? Would you include maybe just one? Maybe just include Salah with the view to switch him next week? Would you leave a bit of money in the bank to go for Haaland? I'm not sure. Who are your essentials right now in FPL? Who are your FPL essentials? Standard in the chat said Richarlison, Bowen and Watkins. I like all of those picks. Nicholas in the chat says, is it worth changing Alvarez to Solanke? I don't know. I would not be doing that personally. No, I'd definitely stick with Alvarez. In fact, arguably, Alvarez needs to go in here. All right, Shepard Chandomba says Porro. I think I do agree with you, actually, my friend. I think I do agree, Pedro Porro. The one bad thing about Porro is that Romero is going to be out injured for a month. So I think that's a tough one. I think that is a tough one. But still probably worth going for, right? Someone also said Gabriel. I think I probably agree with that one as well. So let's throw in Gabriel for an Arsenal defender. Always nice to get some Arsenal defence in there. We know they're super strong defence. Although, to be fair, I think the best goalkeeper right now for me is Raya. So, would we double up on the Arsenal defence? I don't think there's too much wrong with it. Someone say Gusto. I think if you're looking for a cheap bench defender at 4.1 million, Gusto has definitely got to be in the conversation, right? And I think, you know, there's a few midfielders I really like at the moment. And I'm not really sure which one I would go for. So let's just move to midfielders. I would say Bowen, Richarlison, and Foden, and maybe even Diogo Jota, I would be really tempted by these kind of mid-price, slightly expensive but not super expensive midfielders. I really, really do like them. But can we get all of them in here? I'm not sure. I mean, a lot of people are saying Bowen, and he's highest on a predicted point, so I guess we do throw in Bowen. Saka is obviously an optional player there. I don't know if I'm 100% on him, though. I'm not sure if I'm 100%. Standard also said, forgot to say happy birthday. I hope you had a great day. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, great day. Great day. So where do we go from here? A few people saying Garnacho. I definitely see the appeal, but I do want to make sure we haven't got our Manchester United goggles on, because I know, I was looking this up recently. 25% of the FPL community are Manchester United fans. 25%. 1/4 of FPL managers are Man United fans. So it's very easy to overhype Manchester United players, I guess. But yeah, I think Bowen goes in there. I do think we maybe have a look at Garnacho. I am a little bit worried about him, though. A little tiny bit. His fixtures are actually pretty decent, to be fair. And the form is obviously starting. It's interesting, isn't it? Interesting. Right, okay. Next player. Julian Alvarez. Do we have a look at Julian Alvarez? Oh, we're on midfielders only at the moment. Yeah, if I'm going for a forward right now, it probably is going to be Alvarez. He's not really a long-term pick, though. I think he works. If you're on a free, like on a wild card, you've got unlimited transfers. We're trying to build the perfect team. Haaland is out. By the way, guys, yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen this. It looks like Haaland is going to be out until some point in January. We don't know exactly when in January. Of course, Man City's next game, Gameweek 20 game, is not in January. So I think that suggests that Haaland is not quite going to be ready for this weekend. So Alvarez is at least good for this game week. I don't know when De Bruyne is going to be back. A few non-Man United fans are still fancying Garnacho as a cheap midfielder. Do you prefer him to Palmer as a cheap? If we're having one cheap midfielder, do you prefer Garnacho or Palmer? I think I'm Team Palmer still. I think I would still be Team Palmer. Got Luton up next, then Fulham. Pretty decent, right? Pretty decent. Yeah. Arjan says Haaland returns in Gameweek 21. We don't know that for sure, and he might be phased back in. This is the problem with Haaland. Like I think we've got ourselves. I looked at Pep Guardiola's comments today, and he kind of said, that Haaland, because he is like a big guy, he takes a little bit longer for him to recover from injuries and recover from the pain. And it kind of reminded me a lot of, I know we're going back a lot of years right now, but it reminded me a lot of like R9, like classic Ronaldo Nazario. It reminded me of him, the way because he was such a big guy, he was so powerful, so fast, and so big, and so strong, all in one package, and he moved so, his movement was so crazy that it did take a bit of a toll on his body. I'm not saying Haaland is the same, because I think R9 was a lot more technical than Haaland is. But yeah, I think there's maybe some parallels there in terms of, it's harder to recover from injuries when you are a naturally bigger guy moving at fast speeds. I think Nicole with the super chat here says, Dan, happy birthday to you. Hope you had a lovely day. Oh, well, I certainly did. And it's not even over yet. So I still get to hang out with you guys for another 45 minutes. So, yeah. A lot of you guys said, by the way, Garnacho versus Palmer is Palmer all day, by the looks of things, guys. So, yeah, if we're going for one cheap midfielder, I think it has got to be Palmer. But there might be room for a second cheap midfielder there. But I think we should go for one of Richarlison, Foden, and Jota. I mean, let's just throw all three in right now. Wait, Diogo J and Foden. I think you probably don't go for all of those players, to be fair. And I could see myself removing Jota, to be honest. But I think we're getting there. We're getting there. Next up, we need another forward. Who's highest on the predicted points? Watkins, and then somehow Isak, and then Solanke. I think value for money, Solanke is better than Watkins. So do we go Solanke therefore? I think we possibly do. We need a backup goalkeeper. Do we just go super cheap here? I mean, you could arguably go for Dubravka. I'm not sure what the rotation's like between those two. What's Dubravka at? 4.2. You can take Dubravka or Areola, or maybe Turner at 3.9, who has worked his way back into the Nottingham Forest team. Maybe you just go for the 3.9, because you're not really going to bench Raya, even against the best teams. So maybe Turner is the solution there. Just go super cheap. Standard says Jota's numbers aren't great, to be honest. Only 5 goals this season. Yeah, but when Salah goes off to AFCON, Jota should, in theory, go wild. He should go off. So, yeah. Unknown guy says, what's the beef between you and FPL Harry? Absolutely zero beef whatsoever. Unless I've missed something. Unless I don't know. But no, I'm friendly with FPL Harry. Whenever we go to the FPL meetups, I always have a good chat with him. I've been a big supporter of him for a long time. So, no, that's news to me. It's news to me. AFCON is after Gameweek 20. Yes, it is. But if we're planning the perfect team, I feel like we could maybe have one. You could maybe add Salah in here for now, and then think about doing a -4 for the following game, potentially. Kay, thank you very much for the super chat. It says HBD Dan. I guess that stands for happy birthday. I do appreciate the super chats, guys, but if you can use the Just Giving link, I would appreciate that, because we do get gift aid if you use the Just Giving link as well. I would really, really appreciate that. I think we're getting there. I think maybe I think we've got to have one of Salah or Haaland in here. I know Haaland is probably not going to play this week. Maybe Salah for one game week. He's going to be a player that you will miss. Let's go pump up the price. Throw in. Wait, why does it not let me do it? No, we wanna transfer out. Wait, why is this not working? Do I need to reset this? I know they have changed a lot on this tool recently, so they might be still trying to work out some bugs. I might need to make this team and then just do some transfers after. All right, so let's just leave Diogo Jota in there for now. Let's restore him, and then we can make some transfers after that. So we need, I guess, a cheap defender that we wouldn't necessarily play every game week. I think Dan Burn is the standout. So either Dan Burn or Ezri Konsa. I'd be between those two. Who do you guys think? Ezri Konsa or Dan Burn? Votes in the chat, guys. Votes in the chat. Yeah, sadly, no boxing match between me and Harry. I don't think so. Jen says, why are people so desperate for beef? I don't know. I don't even know where this has come from. I don't even know where this has come from. I think he replied to my tweet the other day with something a bit banterous, but it was just banter. I mean, we're friendly. You have banter between friends. You guys are saying concert in the chat. Want to go for Dubravka instead of Burnt? I think we've got to have Raya. So Bill says Pinnock. For the future double game week, Pinnock is not the worst shout. We need a charity boxing match. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I'm in the right shape for it, to be honest. I'm a pretty skinny guy. All right, should we go? I don't know. Conser is a little bit more expensive. The pretty points puts Burn slightly ahead. I know the fixtures aren't great in the next few, but after that, Luton, Forest, Bournemouth might be a bit nicer. I guess maybe we more look at what the rotations are. I wouldn't mind playing Conser this week, to be fair. Because this is a strong team. This is arguably too strong for Gameweek 20. I mean, I don't know what you'd do with your... I don't know what you would do with your defence this week, would you? All right, let's throw in Conser, guys. Let's throw in Conser. And then if we just go for... And we can technically, with this team, we can afford Haaland. But if we upgrade Jota to Salah, we won't be doing that. So where do we go? Let's go... We basically need a forward. I mean, would this be your bench forward in a way? It would have to be, like, not super cheap, but reasonably cheap. I mean, I guess, like, Chris Wood is not the worst shout at 4.9, is he? Pretty cheap guy. Covers you, doesn't he? We could go him or Archer. So if we then bin Jota and replace him with Salah. Ooh, not Slala. Salah. And then maybe you do a double transfer after this game week involving Salah. Or you could wait until game week 22 potentially and actually just bench Salah the following game week. Because if we look at this, even if you didn't make the transfer in 21, so game week 20 would look something like this. You could arguably play Conser instead of Gabriel, but I think I'd rather back the Arsenal defense. Gusto's a low-key interesting shout, isn't he? And then next game week 21, let's optimize it again. We'd do, well, it would just be bringing in Gusto for the Fulham game and benching Salah. Again, it fancies Bowen for captaincy there. And then game week 22, let's optimize, and then make a double transfer here, and you could do maybe Salah and Alvarez to Haaland. Where are you, Haaland? Let's just go all positions for a start. Haaland, who... you mean you'd hope he'd be back for game week 22. And a new midfielder at 9.2 million or less. Saka? Jota? I mean, the fixtures aren't great for Liverpool from here. It'll be Chelsea, then Arsenal. So maybe it's not Jota. Maybe it's someone else. Odegaard? He's been in a slightly better form than Saka recently, you'd say. Let's throw in Saka, but it could also be Odegaard. So in this week, it would be something like that. Let's optimize it. And you've made the double transfer. And that... all right, okay. So first of all, guys, we've got the team rating to 100%. So the AI, which has been doing really well in FPL recently, it's been absolutely nailing things, really likes this team. It loves this team. It's basically the perfect team. So yeah, this not only this is the game week 22 rating 100%. So this is pretty much the best possible team you can have for game week 22, but the team rating is great as well. In general, this team is solid, really, really solid. The one thing you'd be missing is Haaland in game week 21, but you could just take a -4 and make the 22 moves 1 week early. Take that -4, and then that would be pretty nice, wouldn't it? I think you got Richarlison, so that covers Son, so you don't need to worry about Son, particularly against Bournemouth, who are no mugs, by the way. Bournemouth are no mugs. I got super chat here, another super chat from Kay, $21.99. Thank you so much, Kay. We'll put that towards charity, of course, my friend. But please, again, guys, please use the link in the description. I'm going to go to the messages on the Just Giving page in just 1 second. But Kay says, Areola, Trent, Porro, Gabriel, Salah, Son, Bowen, Saka, Palmer, Watkins, Solanke. Bench Dubravka, Archer, Trent, Taylor. 1 free transfer, 3.3 in the bank. Buy Alvarez and then captain him for Archer as a punt. Is it worth it? And then -4 next week for Haaland and Richarlison. That looks like a pretty solid plan to me, Kay. It looks like a very solid plan. I do quite like that, actually. Yeah. I guess, but who... you bring in Archer, so if you do that, you could just keep Son on your bench and you'd still be covered with a 3-4-3 formation. You could just leave Son on the bench until the end of the Asian Cup. So I like that plan. I think that's kind of similar to what I'm thinking of doing. I'll show you my team in a minute. But yeah, Kay, that's very similar to what I'm thinking for my team. So yeah, I absolutely back that. It does involve a -4, which is fine. I think that's okay. I'm myself probably looking at not taking a -4, but I mean I might still. I guess we'll see. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I quite like it. Quite like it, my friend. I mean, pretty decent. Okay. With that done, I think we may have had a few more. We've had a few more donations. Yes, we have. Whoa. Okay. Right. Oh my word. Yeah, we're up. We're up. We are up. Jorstein, first of all, thank you very much. £10 from Jorstein. Thank you very much for the donation. Absolute legends. Ed, it doesn't say what the donation amount is. Maybe it's just a kind message, but regardless, I still really appreciate it. Whatever the case, it's saying you're making a difference. Thank you very much, Ed. Matt Jones says, happy birthday. First year I've played FPL, been enjoying watching your videos. Matt, legend, man. I hope you're enjoying FPL. Welcome to the world of FPL. It's a ride every year. It's always fun. It's always a little bit crazy, but if you're enjoying it and it's getting you more involved in football and enjoying more football, I don't think FPL is an amazing thing. I'm glad you've been enjoying it on the channel as well. Looking for those little tips and stuff like that, or maybe just enjoying the discussion in general. I really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you for the chat and for the donation, and yeah. Hope you're enjoying FPL. Top Boy says, happy birthday, man. Love your content. Thank you very much, Top Boy. You truly are a top boy for that £10 donation. Absolute legend. And we've got one here from Garrett Means. And this is the record donation we have had on any video, any stream, any charity thing we've done. We've done a few charity things, quite a few charity things over the last few years on YouTube and elsewhere. This is the biggest donation we've had ever. So, Garrett says, a cause near to my heart. Thank you for using your influence to leave the world a bit better, my friend. Well, Garrett, first of all, my pleasure. Absolute pleasure. It's a cause close to my heart as well. You know, there was a time in my life where it was touch and go whether it would continue, and we'll leave it there. I don't want to bring the tone down too much, but yeah, I have struggled. I struggled for many years with my mental health. Now, this is a long time in the past, but you know, it never fully goes away, and often you do still need a little bit of a helping hand as well. With mental health stuff, and it's important that we do talk about it. We are open about it, and we're more accepting. And you know, the man up mentality, I think, has no place in 2023, almost 2024. That needs to go. And we just need to, you know, be more supportive and helpful, and you know, encouraging of one another. And hopefully, it will encourage more people, particularly men, to be more open and to be, just to be more open about these things. And you know, just know that it's okay to not be okay. And that, you know, life is tough sometimes. Life really is tough sometimes. But the more we can come together and try and pull ourselves out of it together, and know that we're not alone in these feelings, and that we got each other's backs. And I think that's really important. I think that's really important. So Garrett, you've said thank you for using your influence to leave the world a bit better, my friend. Well, Garrett, I should be saying the same to you, because $100 donation is making a significant difference. And yeah, that is absolutely legendary stuff. So thank you so much, Garrett. Yeah, let's throw some love in the chat. Throw some love in the chat for Garrett, because hero, absolute hero, legend. All right, two more. So Hakon says, keep up your good work. Thoughts on Nkunku going forward? Hakon, first of all, thank you very much for the donation. You're an absolute legend as well. What I should say, Hakon, is yeah, Loki like it. It's a decent one, isn't it? He looks really interesting. I don't know if I necessarily immediately jump to him. He's certainly still a differential, and he's certainly still a bit of a risk. I'm not 100% convinced by Chelsea just yet, but definitely a player to keep an eye on. If you fancy going in early on Nkunku, then I would not blame you one bit. You know, it's definitely a viable differential to go for that could make the difference in some of your mini leagues. But at the same time, I don't think he's quite reached the must-have status. I don't think he's quite reached the, you know, if we're going in the like tier list style, you know, like my tier list videos, he wouldn't be a must-buy. He probably wouldn't be a great transfer either, but he probably does make the good transfer category. So not quite greatness yet, but let's see what's to come from him. New player in the Premier League, obviously a very good quality player in the Premier League. I think we're all excited to see what he can produce, you know, particularly as neutrals, or, you know, Chelsea fans in particular will be very excited. And Will Borst with a super a £20 charity donation here with a £5 gift aid on there as well, taking it up to £25. Will says, happy birthday, Dan. Love your content. Keep up the great work. Will, You keep up the great work, my friend. A legend as well. Really, really appreciate that. So, yeah, guys, we're doing okay, guys. We're doing okay. Oh, we got a couple more. We've got a couple more. Come on, you Reds, says Happy New Year, Dan. Well, you got me to say come on, you Reds. I hope we mean Arsenal. Are Arsenal the Reds? I have a feeling you mean Liverpool, don't you? But Happy New Year to you as well. And thank you very much for the generous donation there. And Alistair Tulloch says, happy birthdays. Another £20 with a £5 gift aid as well. Guys, you are smashing it. You are smashing it. This is great to see. This is great to see. You guys are heroes for helping donate to this very important cause. We are at £244. We are already almost halfway towards our target of £500. Garrett helped us out a lot towards that, I'm not going to lie, but every donation is massively appreciated. All is making a big difference, particularly with those gift aids. We're halfway through the stream and we're halfway through the target. Remember, guys, I will be rounding this up with my own money to the nearest £100. So if we could get to £300, I'll round it up to 400. If we get to 400, I'll round it up to 500. If we get to 500, I'll round it up to 600. Guys, we'll go crazy. We'll round it up. We'll round it up. If we're close to a unit of 100, we might think about doing something there as well. Yeah, I'm hearing that the teams are out now. Obviously, with this stream, for those of you guys watching this as a replay, this stream is directly before the Spurs versus Brighton game. So we're going to have a quick look at the lineups here. So Vicario, Porro, Royale, Davies. So we're back to two fullbacks at centre-back for Spurs with no Romero with his injury. We've got Højbjerg, Sarr in the holding midfield positions, Kulusevski in the 10, and front three, once again, of Johnson, Richarlison, Son, which has been... it's been doing the business recently. It's been doing the business. I'm a Johnson owner, Brennan Johnson. So let's see what we can do with that one. I wonder if he can get me some FPL returns. He's my differential, so I guess we'll see. And for Brighton, we have got Steele, Igor, Dunk, Milner, João Pedro. This is in the complete wrong order. Gilmour, Gross, Welbeck, Van Heck, Buonanotte, and Hinchelwood, which looks a little light. It looks a little light. Now, we did get the news that Estupinian is back and available now. So, we're seeing him on the bench. So, we could see Estupinian. Could he become an FPL option again? Brighton haven't really kept clean sheets recently, have they? So, I'm not sure about that one. But we did, unfortunately, get the news yesterday that both Mitoma and Adingra are out for some time. So, yeah, they're going to be not only out for Brighton, but out for international competitions as well. Which is probably devastating for that for right before you're meant to play in an international tournament. That is rough. So my sympathies towards those players, and I think we are lagging a little bit at the moment. So apologies if the stream is lagging. I have no idea why that might be. I mean, is the stream even going right now? I don't know. I think we've disconnected briefly. Let's see when we come back. Are we back? I think we're back. Again, apologies for my internet. Big apologies for my internet. It's bad. It is bad. Hopefully it improves at some point. But yeah, it's been dodgy today. I don't know why. Maybe it knows it's my birthday and is saying, Dan, it's your birthday, man. Get off the internet. You should not be on the internet right now. Stay off social media. Stay off YouTube. Go, I don't know. Go for a hike. I don't know. Terrible internet. But, yes, guys. Yeah, no Mitoma, no Adingra. They are injured. And in general, it's looking a little bit light. Looking a bit light indeed. All right. I thought that was a picture. It's Billy Gilmour, isn't it, that picture? I thought it was Enciso for a minute. I was like, is that Enciso? No, it's Billy Gilmour. It's the blonde hair, right? It's the blonde hair. Salem says, Alvarez in, Isak out. Oh, I'll show you my team. I'll show you my team, Salem, because that's exactly what I'm thinking. Exactly what I'm thinking. So, this is my team. We'll do a proper team selection video tomorrow. But this is my team as it stands for Game Week 20. I think I'm looking pretty strong for this game week. I think I'm looking pretty nice. The one concern is Isak. Now, my issue is that the Fantasy Football Hub predictive points actually have Isak, like, looking not bad. Like, actually looks pretty decent at the moment. So, I don't know. Should I actually be keeping him? I don't know. Isak, I thought, looked really good. You know, one of the standout players in that Newcastle side against Nottingham Forest. Obviously, it was a tragic performance by Newcastle in general. But I actually thought Isak looked pretty good. Obviously, took the penalty as well. Nice technical runs, taking shots, getting in those dangerous areas. But I still do think I probably need to sell him, to be honest. Probably needs to go. So Isak to Alvarez is definitely one of my possible transfers. But I think what I really need to do, if Haaland is out and I need to make a plan to get Haaland in, I need to think a little bit, I don't know, in a little bit more detail. So maybe, you know, do I do Isak to Alvarez this week? And after that, I'll probably make a double transfer, Salah and Mubama, maybe, and move to a 4-3-3 and go for Haaland. And then, and obviously I have 2 free transfers at the moment, so this will be for free. And remove Salah, and I don't know, Foden or Bowen or Jota. I can't do Richarlison. And then go maybe Bowen. Go maybe Bowen there. And then I'll move, then that will be a 3-4-3 formation, keeping Son on my bench over the next few game weeks, so I don't lose any team value on him. And then I could always upgrade or move Alvarez to someone else at a later date, particularly when De Bruyne is back as well. I think that's probably what I'm thinking of doing, something like that, if that makes sense. So this week going for Alvarez. Next week, assuming Haaland is back for game week 21, we'll make the double transfer of Salah and Mubama out for Bowen and Haaland, and just go from there, really. The one worry is not having any Liverpool players, which doesn't seem too smart at the moment, does it, to go without Liverpool players? But with Salah out, just don't know. Could also maybe think about upgrading trips to Alexander-Arnold, maybe. When would be the right time to do that? Game week 21? Could maybe do trips to Alexander-Arnold. We'll have the money to do it. That would be a -4, though, if I did that in 21. I could even technically do it this game week. I could bring in Alexander-Arnold this week. But my issue is, there's just some rough ideas for some transfers. My issue is, like, who do I bench? Like, I've got Porro, Gabriel, and Gusto, and I like them all. I like them all for this game week. I don't know who I would bench. I think I'd maybe bench Pedro Porro out of those 3 defenders. Possibly. I don't know. Or maybe if I think Gusto is going to get rotated, potentially him. Tough one, right? Tough one, right? Tom says, surely Alvarez loses his spot when KDB and Haaland are coming back. Yeah. More than likely. But he's nice for this game week. He's a potential captain option for this game week. And for me personally, I have 2 free transfers and I've got Isak in my team. I've got a team that actually looks really, really good other than Isak. So I need a new forward. I think I would rather play the upside of Alvarez in the short term rather than go for Solanke, because if you look, like, Solanke is still a decent pick. If I had him, I wouldn't be selling him, or I'd try and avoid selling him anyway, and that's not always going to be possible. But the next fixtures, Spurs and Liverpool in the next 2, don't love it. I don't love it. After that, it gets good again, and so maybe it's a case of, you know, rolling with Alvarez for 2 game weeks, and then, you know, when Haaland and De Bruyne are back, possibly by game week 22, you'd imagine they'll be back properly. At that point, we switch Alvarez to a Solanke and take advantage of the West Ham, Forest, Fulham fixtures, and Newcastle fixture as well, and then decent fixtures after that as well. So maybe that's the point for me to get Solanke. Because, I mean, I can't go too long without him, can I? Probably not, anyway. So, yeah, that's the deal. I think I'd probably go short-term Alvarez. I think Alvarez outscores Solanke over the next 2 by more than 4 points, so I think it's worth the transfer. It's a potential captain option for this week as well. That's an option. Jen says you can keep Alvarez just fine to keep. You can just go Alvarez to Haaland and not an extra transfer, really, is it? Yeah, I mean, if you're doing it that way, that absolutely works as well. That absolutely works as well. Nikat in the chat has pointed out that Trent is on 4 yellow cards. Yeah, but don't they reset after this one? If he makes it through this game week, he's fine. It goes to 10 yellow cards before he will get a suspension. All he needs to do is survive game week 20. Is this the last game week where it counts? I'm pretty sure this is the last game week. We have to avoid getting a yellow card. Or was it last game week? What I mean, game week 19. Was it game week? Can anyone in the chat know? Is it game week 19 or 20 where the yellow card rule goes from 5 yellow cards to 10 yellow cards? If anyone knows, that would be pretty helpful. Make sure you are dropping a like on the stream, by the way, to help push this and yeah, get some more charity. Get some more charity stuff going on. Let's see if we've got any more. We have, and we're past our hot 50% mark. So Ram Fan, thank you very much, Ram Fan, says, happy birthday, thanks for all the great content. Been following your channel for about 2+ years now. Keep up the great work, Ram Fan, absolutely. And it's times like this where I think it's all worth it doing the work. So yes, Ram Fan, absolute legend. Thank you very much for your donation. We are at £263 plus £38 on the YouTube. That takes us to over 300, which means I'm going to add up to go to the next, next 400, the next 100, which basically we're on a total of 400. Basically, we're now on a total of £400. So we're actually super close to our target. That's nuts. That's nuts. Anyone else who can help push us a little bit further? We'll read all the chats, of course. Do let me know. A few of you guys are already saying in the chat that it's reset already. 19, gaming 19, gaming 19. Okay, right, fair enough. Yeah. You know what? When someone said about the 4 yellow cards and it, Trent being on 4, I sort of said it out loud, and as I said it, I was like, hang on a minute. Does the 5 yellow card rule already passed? So yes, it's resetting. So we don't need to worry about Trent getting another yellow card. It's not going to suspend him. Unless he gets 6 in the next 6, in which case, yeah, that might be slightly problematic. But I don't know. I can't really see that happening. So yeah, Oscar R says, after the 19th game of the season, if a player, yeah, that's a good point, Oscar, that you've made. It's after your 19th game. So actually, technically, for Luton, Burnley, Man City, and Brentford, they've still only played 18 games. So for those teams, it actually resets in game week 20. Well, it doesn't reset, it just extends to 10 yellow cards in game week 20. So for most teams, it's on 19. It's done now. But for a few teams, it's a little bit more. One more game week to worry about. So yeah. Let's see. Salem with a super chat here. Thank you very much, Salem. Says, happy birthday, Dan. Great content. Legend, Salem. That is going to go towards charity as well, my friend. If you can possibly use the donation link in the description, brilliant, because we can potentially add some gift aids there, particularly if you're in the UK. If not, any super chats are also going to go to charity today as well. So yeah, we are really getting there. We're really getting there. If we can try and get to 400, and I'll top it up to 500, that would be amazing. Whether that's live or any of you guys watching this as a replay, that would be amazing too. Should we do some? I mean, I'm only gonna stream for an hour today. Yes, I would love to do the charity stream for a long time, but I do. Maybe this is a little selfish, but it is my birthday. I wouldn't mind, going out and have a quick pint on my birthday before watching the football this evening. I'm at 7. If you guys are cool for me to do that, then yeah, I would. It would mean a little bit to me. So we're not going to stream forever. But you know what? In the future, I am thinking about doing like an 8-hour or 10-hour stream. Would that be too much? If we could do an 8-hour charity stream. I think we could do that one day. Maybe we should do that this season. Don't want to overload you guys with charity streams too much, but yeah, maybe should we try and do an 8-hour charity stream at some point this season? That might be pretty good. I mean, the more we can do, the more good we can do as a team, you guys and me, the better. Could be fun. Scott Tidd, by the way, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. You're an absolute legend. Absolute legend. Bookworm Gems has just donated. Dan, happy birthday. All right, my friend. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got a few. Okay, first of all, Crossy94 says happy birthday and a great cause. Thank you very much, Crossy. Absolute legend. And we've got Gemma here, says, happy birthday, Dan. Here is some pounds to get you closer to your target. Keep the awesome FPL content coming. Gemma, don't you worry. We ain't stopping anytime soon. We'll keep it coming for you guys, hopefully. Hopefully for as long as you guys will have me here, I will be here. But thank you so much, Gemma. Really, really generous there as well. And Mark Bowden, happy birthday and thanks for your FPL content. Best wishes. Thank you very much, Mark. I really, really appreciate that. £20 with a £5 gift aid. We're getting there, guys. We can reach the target. If we could get very close. I think we've got 13 minutes. I've got £54 in the super chats as well. What does that take us to? 367. So basically, guys, have I worked that out right? I think I have. Basically, guys, if we could do another £33, then that takes us up to 400. I'll top it up to 500. So we need 33 more pounds, and we hit the target. Simple as that. We're doing bits. You guys are legends, and we're doing bits together. We're doing bits together. Right, guys, whilst we're waiting and hoping to hit our charity target today, we've got a few minutes left of the stream. Let's do some quick fire. Should we do some quick fire? I think we should. Guys, if you've got some short and simple questions, do throw them in the chat, and we will try and answer them. So, nice, quick questions. So, Tim says, Foden or Alvarez this week? I like both. I think Foden is the slightly better long-term option, though. So if you have the option of going for Foden, I probably would do it. If you've got a midfielder that you don't particularly like and you are looking to replace, then Foden is definitely a player I would consider for a slightly longer-term pick. But if you've got a forward that's stinking out your team, you know, I've got an Isak, for example. Maybe you've got a Darwin Nunez. You want to get rid of these kind of players, then maybe the Alvarez is going to be your answer. So partially base it on who you're removing, but I think Foden is going to be the better pick over the next 4, 5, 6 game weeks. What else we got? Cheryl says, hey Dan, who do you support? The mighty Ars. The mighty Arsenal. Why not? Why not? Tom says, any Arsenal lineup leaks? I haven't checked, but we're close to finding out anyway. Muffin says, thoughts on Captain Alvarez? It's an interesting question. I'll tell you what, let's throw a poll. Let's throw a poll in. I know I said quickfire questions, but whilst we're in the quickfire questions, let's throw in a poll. Take my money, it says, GG, bro, love your vids. Take my money, I will take your money, and it will go straight to charity, so thank you so much. GG's indeed. Man, we're cooking. We are cooking today. We're cooking today. Right, let's do a poll. Right, who is the best Game Week 20 captain? And I'm going to put Salah, Son, Alvarez, and Watkins or other. I don't know. Maybe we throw in the other category because you've got Bowen there. I don't know, man. Let's go Salah, Son, Alvarez, and other, and let's see if other can push any of these main other picks. So there you go, guys. Whilst we're waiting for some poll votes to come in, let's do a few more quickfire questions. Jen says, is Morgan's rank still thriving? Kabalash says, why is your girlfriend, wife, not girlfriend, she's my ex-girlfriend, current wife, not in more of your videos? I love when you both argue over each other. Should we get her in? It's my birthday, so she can't say no. Do not take that out of context. Do not take that out of context. I'm talking very specifically in terms of asking her to come on the stream. Let's get her in. She's downstairs. I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna put her on loudspeaker as well. I don't know if you guys can hear this or not.
Hello.
Hello. The stream has requested your presence.
Give me 2 minutes.
Okay. See you shortly.
No worries.
Right. There we go. There we go. A few more quick fire questions, then we'll check and see how we're getting on the donations. I might get Morgan to answer a few questions or read some of the chat as well. We might get her to help because she's doing really well in FPL at the moment. Really well. Really well. Okay, Tom says Trent captain good. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about against Newcastle. I think Newcastle, they could score in that game. They are, they are like kind of not doing great at the moment, but they still always look like scoring. Beatrix with the bang emoji. Thank you very much for the donation there. We're up to now £75 on the super chat. I think we've got a few more on the mind as well, on the Just Giving. Peter says Palmer captain versus Luton, or what Watkins captain against Burnley. These are good questions. These are absolutely valid questions. Mike says, is Gordon a sell? Possibly, yeah, possibly. If you can do Gordon to like a Foden, I think I would possibly do it. I think I would do it. Josh L says, Son with only 2 days rest from tonight to Bournemouth game means I'm skeptical of him. I understand that. Definitely understand that. Cheryl says, Dan, any relationship advice, bro? I don't know, man. Take her on lots of holidays. It seems to work. I don't even do that. I don't know. Just be nice and communicate. And I think the best relation advice is try and make each other better people and encourage each other and support each other. I think that's the best thing you can do. Jen says this season is for the girlies. I'm doing unprecedentedly well too. Girls are killing it this year. The girls are killing it. Mun Tasir says Hwang replacements. I guess like again, Foden, if you can get to Foden, I think I'll probably do that. Salafingers says Gordon is gone. Yeah, fair enough. Come in, enter. Welcome to FPL Mate Studios. Would you like to take a seat?
Oh, do I get to sit in the pew?
You do. Oh, we've got a super chat here first. You get the hot seat. We've got a super chat first that says, from here for FPL. Happy birthday, Dan. I lost a family member to mental illness this November. Commiserations here for FPL. That is obviously horrible, but look, let's try and do better and support each other so things like this won't happen again. That is awful. But I hope you're doing okay, man. Thanks for making a difference. Love from Sweden. My card isn't supported by the Just Giving page, sadly. That's no problem, man. It's still a very generous donation, and we're going to put it towards. We'll put all of it towards this in the end. Let's get Mrs. FPL Mate in a hot seat. It's been a while.
It's been
too
long.
How long since you were last on the FPL Mate channel?
I actually don't remember.
I think it could have been over a year, maybe, since you were last on.
It might have actually been the last charity stream.
What, this time last year?
I think so. Although, didn't I do a little video of my team this season? I can't remember.
Did we do a like a?
I honestly can't remember.
Or we might have done like a pre-season video. Can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to check your rank right now.
I am doing so well.
It's actually crazy.
I actually think I'm beating Dan.
I think you are as well. Where are you? Oh, it's kind of close, but okay, you're doing pretty good. 240k. And you've got Son, Pedro Porro, and Saliba and Zinchenko to play tonight. So if Arsenal keep a clean sheet, you're flying.
You know what my biggest flex as well is? I've not used my wild card yet. Or any of my chips. I've just absolutely smashed it over the last month. And I'm so proud of myself.
You're like, last month, you were probably like rank 1 million? Maybe
no,
even
I was
worse.
2 million like a month and a half ago.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, I've just had like a few weeks of really, really good scores. I am winning in my works league. I'm 6th in our friends league.
Yeah.
And then,
and our friends league, by the way, has like 30 people in it, and they're all like huge football fans. So 6th in that league is no joke. And
there's an FPL women's league, which I'm 9th in.
Really?
Yeah, it's
what league is this? I didn't know you were in this league.
It's FPL Rev. It's his women's league.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I saw him tweet about it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to join this."
Oh.
And I'm smashing it.
There you go.
Like, yes.
There's an FPL women's league. I didn't even know that existed.
I know. Well, I've got to join it. We've got to hype the women up here, don't we? So, big up all the ladies.
We've got another friend. Where's everyone? Where's my entire family gone?
Aw, hey man.
We've got the whole gang's here. The whole of my the whole gang is here. The whole FPL Mate household is here.
I don't think Milton's too impressed by this, though. To be fair.
No, I don't think he doesn't want to be on camera. He just wants to be around us right now. Right. I think we've got a few more donations.
Ooh,
Would
how
you
are
like
you getting on?
We're doing really, really well.
Are
Really
we?
well. I think we might hit our target today.
Amazing.
So let's do a refresh on this.
Ooh.
Yes, we've got a few more.
Oh, amazing.
Okay, so we read Mark's. Do you want to read everything from Kangay upwards? Just read their name, how much money, and their message.
Now, I just want to apologise in advance. My pronunciation is horrendous. So, how do I say that again?
Kangay,
Kangay has donated $15 and has said, keep up the great work. Jacob, happy birthday, Dan. Thanks for your content since I've been watching. 2 years now. Keep it up. There is an anonymous which says, happy birthday, Dan. Let's reach the target.
Let's do it.
£15. Another anonymous, happy birthday. Oh no, many happy returns and keep up the awesome work you're doing. Love heart face. And then George Marinov has said, happy birthday, Dan. Great cause and support you and great content creator you are. Wishing you the best, which is £5.
Thank you so much to everyone who has donated. We've got a few messages here as well. So what we got here? Focal's in the chat as well. Nice.
Hey, Focal.
How nice to see you, Oscar. We need to get Mrs. FPL Mate and Miss Focal in a league together.
Yes.
Let's do it. How is she doing?
Oh my gosh,
How's she
let's
doing,
do
Focal?
it.
Let me know. Nigel the Crab, do you want to keep reading some messages?
Yes, and Nigel the Crab has said, happy birthday, Dan. When are you moving parenthood from avoid to must have? What does that mean?
He's basically saying, when are we having a baby?
Well, that is a mystery, and who knows?
One day.
One day you might see something, but we're not giving anything away. In all seriousness, here's to a great 2024.
Thank you very much, Nigel. Another one from Jason.
Jason Coaster said, Morgan power play equals use wildcard to make one change. You know what? I was actually thinking, is it even worth me doing a wildcard? Because I'm actually pretty happy with my team at the minute. And I can't honestly think who I would get rid of and replace totally. So I might just have to use the wildcard just for the sake of it and just
make
change
like two players? I
might just
use it instead of a hit.
Might just get rid of is Antonio, who's been taken off and has
Yeah.
been benched for like weeks.
You've had Antonio in your Gameweek 1 team, and he's just
Yeah.
never left your team, and yet you're still ranked at 250k.
Don't hate the player.
Yeah, there's more than one way to play FPL, evidently. Focal
Amazing.
says she's not doing well. I got her to wildcard, but forgot to hit the button, so she took like a -32. Oscar, you sabotaged her team.
So Oscar, Dan did this to me once as well.
Oh my god.
Last year, he told me to do my wild card, and this was before I knew like how to confirm anything, and I took a -44. I kid you not.
Yeah.
I kicked off. I gave up. I turned everything off. I was like, I can't do this.
It happens to the best of us. Sabotage. Sometimes you've got to sabotage your other half so they don't beat you at FPL, right? That's like the way. That's the way. Sarvesh says FPL Baby will have a better rank than you, Dan Hay. You're probably not wrong. We're gonna build an FPL future champion. That's what we're doing. Kavalash is saying and Bumway and Solanke.
Actually, right, I have a problem with everyone on the live stream for that. Right? You all ridiculed me for pronunciating all of that wrong.
Pronunciating, is that a word?
I don't know. But I thought this was a lovely little conversation on the phone with me and Dan. And I thought, you know what? I'll go on Twitter just to kind of check up on the socials to have like 20, 30 notifications commenting on a video of everybody absolutely rinsing me for my pronunciation. And I was like, oh my God, So I ended up going on his video, watched the video, and I was mortified that there's like 10 minutes of everyone just laughing at me. I was like...
It was funny. It was, James. I don't know. It was the bum way. It's like, you started off well, and then when you finished off the word, it's just like, way. Where did the way come from? And bum way.
I'm just not very good at talking, unfortunately. You'll never see me in a movie.
Yeah, for those of you who missed that one, basically I called up Morgan during a stream asking her what she did with her FPL team, because we all want her advice and not my advice really, because she's doing very well. And she said she's going to transfer out Mbumwe. So in the chat we were all trying to work out, who is Mbumwe? Does she mean Mburmo? I think that's Mburmo. But that's what happened there. And then obviously she found the clip of basically the chat just went crazy. It was a very, very funny moment that we will not will not be forgotten.
So no, I've very much established my role here as FPL wife is take the mick out of, and if she does great then fine. But we'll laugh at her anyway.
There you go. Right, we are going to wrap things up because I did say I want to disappear around 7. Let's do a final check of the... Oh my god! We've done it!
Oh my god!
We've done it! Yes! Come on! Oh my word!
Amazing!
Right, let's rush through
God,
these.
So many.
This last one. So Jose says, mate, I watch all of your videos for FPL. You're a bang up bloke, and this is a wonderful cause. Keep up the good work, you legend. Thank you so much, Jose, for the £20 plus £5 gift aid. Rev Mikey, nice to see you, my friend. Always good to hear from you. Great stream, but please let Morgan know she needs to use her wildcard this week. Not that she needed my advice. She's smashing the women's league in the addicts. Happy birthday, mate. Great cause.
Thanks, Mikey.
Thank you very much, Mikey. FPL Focal, hey, legend. £10 plus £2.50 gift aid from Oscar.
Thanks, Oscar.
Thank you very much, Oscar. Comedy Red says, let's hit this goal at $97.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's
oh
insane.
My god. What's happening? What's happening? Amazing. And Ed said, get us over the line. Ed, we're over the line, my friend. We're over the line. Okay, so what's that? What's the total? So as of ending this stream, I mean, if anyone's watching this as a replay, if you want to keep going, please feel free. But we've got 504 on the Just Giving. We've got £92 on the Super Chats.
Oh, wow.
So that takes us to 596.
Yeah.
I said I would round up to the nearest 100. So that means right now I only have to donate £4.
Guys, come on, let's round it up a little bit more and we'll make them pay more.
So if we can get over £600, whether that's now or maybe someone watching this as a stream replay, we get to over a little bit more. Yeah, we'll go all the way to 700. I'll take it. If we get to 600, I'll take it to 700. We only need, including the super chat, which is £92. We need £4 more, so we need to get to 508. Is that right? Yeah, 508. And then I'll add 100 quid. There you go. Done. Because I can't add £4. That's pathetic. But there we go. I'm guessing that is it. No, it's not. Okay, there we go. All right, we're over. All right, brilliant. Anonymous, happy birthday, Dan. Big up for raising money for such an important cause. £20 plus £5 gift aid. Thank you so much, anonymous user. You know who you are, and you know you are a legend. So there we go, guys.
Amazing.
Smash the target by a long way.
You have.
And we'll make sure we top that up as well very soon.
Yay.
But let's leave it there. Let me do an outro. Oh crap, what have I knocked over?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
Go.
Right. I'm just casually moving my wife out the way, that's fine. But yes, guys, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for all of your support today. Really giving to a great cause. I will catch you tomorrow for another video, team selection video. Yeah, drop a like. Feel free to keep donating if you want to, but no pressure now. We have hit that target. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my birthday. You guys enjoy the football. And yeah, again, thank you so much. This has been amazing. And yeah, you guys have made my birthday. You really have. You've helped make my birthday amazing today. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Not just for the charity donations, but just everything. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I'll see you later, mates. you going to come in and do it? Bye-bye? Bye-bye! Oh, cringe.